Mo, morning, Mama. How are ya? Nice to see you, Goddess. Hello, good morning, everyone on Facebook and Instagram. Hi, Goddess Kia. Life is good. Good day, Goddess. Yes, welcome. Welcome to Thriving Thursdays here live on Facebook and Instagram simultaneously. Yes. One more second for Facebook to open up and we'll get started. Oh, adjusting cameras. Not bad for a 62-year young solo filming. Yes. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it may be that you are jumping on. And if you are definitely jumping on with replay, please hit hashtag replay and let me know where you are coming in from. I love to know where my viewers are all over the world. Yes, we do have international viewers. Love it. My name is Karen Drosnes. I am your host for Thriving Thursdays, personal development and transformation coach, amongst many other hats I wear. Yes, yes. So, on today's episode, we're going to let those others join us as they come in. So, just give me a wave when you jump in. Shirley, good morning, Goddess. Love when my Shirley comes in. So, on today's episode of Thriving Thursdays, we are talking about trust. Mm, mm, mm. So, it seems like recently I have been having quite a few of my clients coming up with, I don't want to say trust issues because I don't like to really address issues. They're challenges, they're awarenesses that they may not have been aware of before. And trust seems to be a theme that's been running lately. And as you all know, I am definitely a proponent of how the universe energy works in my life. And when there's something that comes up repeatedly, it's a sign and it says, let's take a look at this one. So today, that's just what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a look with you. And as always, please, I love your feedback. I love your comments. I love the interaction. It helps spark up the energy. And this is your time as well as it's my time. So I'm not here just talking out my ass. Sometimes maybe I do. However, I like to know if I'm reaching you or if something I'm saying is resonating. So please jump in with your feedback as often as you would like. So let's talk about trust today. Excuse me. Choked on that one. Something I'm working on. You know, a lot. I also want to let you all know because I find that as a coach, it's very rewarding, it's very inspiring, it's very motivating for me to come to you as my transparent self. You know, coaches don't have their act together. There's an old saying, you only teach what you need to learn. So when these signs come up for me, it's like, okay, where in my life do I have to deal with that? Because I have a couple of clients joining us right now, and they'll let you know. I revert everything back to you. What is it about you? What in you do we need to talk about? Yes, you may bring in a situation at your job where someone is not flowing with you or aligned with you. It could be in a relationship at home. I'm going to bring it back to you because I don't have that other person there to talk with. So this works for me also. There's the transparency. What I am putting out is what I've always been working on, or what I have worked on, or what I'm going to be working on with myself. Because here's what I know: I am a never ending, changing, transforming being, capital BEING. I am a transforming being. So what I bring to you is either what has sparked me during sessions with clients and or my own teachings and or my own studies of what I'm learning. So I feel like, not I feel like, by doing some research, by reading, by watching some YouTubes, all the things I do, listening to others, and definitely in some sessions, I have come to realize that a few people have, if you violate a trust, you can't never get that trust back. Oh, Shirley, I hear that. I hear that, yes. And I'm going to just thank you for that comment. Had a Instagram comment, folks, on Facebook that said, coming up as a child, my dad said, if you violate a trust, you can never get that trust back. That's very difficult to do. However, as someone who was untrustworthy many times in my life, over 30 years ago, I have been able to regain the trust of my children who didn't trust me. Yeah, I've shared it with y'all. I am a recovering alcoholic, and it's 30 plus years of sobriety. However, I agree, Shirley, it was really hard. It was very challenging to gain that trust back. And it took many years. It took me 15 plus years to gain that trust back. It doesn't happen overnight. However, it is doable, and there goes the pan. So, with that said, let's go ahead and talk about trust. What is trust? First of all, let's just address what is trust. Trust is the firm belief in the reliability, truth, and ability or strength of someone or something. So let me go ahead and tell you. Firm belief in the reliability, truth, ability, or strength of someone or something. Hi, Goddess Connie on FB. Nice to see you, honey. Talking about trust today, Connie. So I stated in someone or something. That's the definition of trust: the reliability, truth, ability, or strength of someone or something. However, I want you to hear this one, okay? Yeah. When someone makes the comment, I don't trust people, I don't trust the government, I don't trust this, I don't trust that, I don't trust someone or something. What we're actually saying, and I hope you're sitting down for this one, what we're actually saying is, I don't trust myself. What? Yes, studies show, our research shows, Psychology Today shows, trust is an internal issue. Now, hear me out on that. I'm not saying you should trust somebody who is untrustworthy. However, if I am not trusting in my ability to make conscious decisions for myself on who and what deserves my trust, that's where I build up my own. I hope that made sense, because I'm going to go into this pretty deep here today with learning to trust ourselves. I'm talking about the blanket statements. I don't trust people. That's not true. I do trust people. There are certain people who took advantage and abused, or whatever the circumstance may be, that do not deserve the trust anymore. They broke that trust. And yes, they may be able to get it back, Shirley, but some just don't. So your father was absolutely right in that. There are a lot of people, and there are people in each and every one of our lives that broke a trust so deeply that we do not give them the opportunity to do it again. However, am I coming from my broken place or am I coming from my healed place? When you heal yourself, well, first of all, when you heal yourself, the world heals, especially women. When a woman heals, the world heals. So when we go into our internal healing of who we truly are, then we get to that place where we can make those mature, conscious decisions of who to trust and who not to trust. There are many, many places where we can still be trustworthy and trust in others. So the first place I recommend to stop is with the blanketed statements of I don't trust this, I don't trust that. There may be specific people or principles or personalities that I don't have to trust. However, I trust people. I trust people till they break my trust. There you have it. It's really that simple. So what is the ways that we can begin rebuilding trust within ourselves? What I found out through my deep dive journey and my deep dive work to heal and overcome many years of violence and abuse, and y'all know the story. I had to reconnect to the fact that I had made my own choices in certain areas that I needed to go deeper into and rebuild the trust within myself. I had to hold myself accountable in a two-way relationship where trust was broken. Had I participated in that in any area? And that's the inventory, okay? I want to jump in real quick because remember recently I did the episode on working on your inventory, and that's an area I work a lot with my clients in, especially in the beginning. We do inventories talking about getting rid of what's no longer serving. So when I did my deep dive work into my inventory taking, and I recognized where was I accountable, where did I hold myself responsible for any of the behaviors and actions that might have had that created mistrust, right? And then I rebuilt that. The other area, we relive past mistakes for too long. And that is what keeps the ball of mistrust rolling. When we don't release by being accountable for any action that we had in the mistake, and I'm going to tell you this, there is such a thing as mistake. All this teaching out there, oh, there are no mistakes, only growing lessons. Are there growing lessons in the mistakes? Absolutely. However, I am a proponent that we make mistakes, and it's okay. Can we just start letting ourselves be okay with making mistakes? There is nothing wrong. There is nothing broken with making a mistake. What we do with that mistake is then the best for ourselves. Oh, I made a mistake in that area. That relationship, that person I chose, might have been a mistake for me. However, I am growing and I'm learning from it. I want to release the pressure of having to do this dance with negative and positive that's unattainable. I'm just being real with you. Let's have some real talk here. However, in mistakes, when we stay in the mistake and we relive it over and over and over again without becoming aware of where we were responsible, how to hold ourselves accountable, learning what the lesson was in it, and then going and growing from there. then I'm not reliving and living in the mistake. I'm growing and I'm learning, and you can too. What happens when our trust is broken, whether we break our own trust, whether somebody else breaks our trust, whatever the trust may be, it then sparks a conversation. Here we go. Sparks the conversation with the inner critic. And then the inner critic starts to sing and dance. If somebody can prove me wrong or prove another way, please let me know. However, I don't believe we will ever completely silence the inner critic forever. Not going to happen. That pal's here to stay. Our inner critic serves a purpose. So one of the things we can do in learning to trust ourselves is to begin to nurture the relationship with the inner critic. Oh, you're dumb. You made that mistake. And oh, this, that. Let's talk. How are you feeling hurt? Where are you being offended by this mistake? Let's talk about it. And the inner critic will also tell you that there is a mistake where there is none. So we want to begin by having conversations with the inner critic, building that inner critic back up into a nurturing relationship, befriending it, having fun with it, talking about it, just like we would another human being, just like we would another partner, just like we would a BFF, just like we would a child. Let's have the conversation. Where are you hurt? What hurt you about this? I'm not a proponent of always asking why, because I think when you ask whys, the ego jumps in automatically. So we want to fold a little bit into the where's, the what's, the how's. How are you offended by this? What is your reaction to this? Where are you reacting? That's that mind, body, soul connection. Where in the body is being affected by this? Self-trust means consistently staying true to yourself. So let's get away from mistakes and let's start talking about building trust. Trusting in yourself is the first place to be able to trust in any relationship. If you are having challenges of trusting in a relationship, whether it be with colleagues, partners, children, friends, neighbors, I don't care where it is, your government, your politicians, start beginning by feeling where this trust is being broken and how do I rebuild that in myself. When I am strong in my confidence that I am making decisions good for me, then I don't feel like my trust is broken. I may be not wanting to see that point of view. Nothing wrong with that. That's not that I don't trust. It's being true to ourselves at the core. At its very core, trusting yourself means you look after your own needs and safety, not relying upon others. If I depend, or I'm going to go into personal relationships, intimate relationships. If I'm depending on an intimate partner to fulfill a void and a need in me, then I am going to lose trust because that cannot happen. God and me are the only ones that can fill my void. I can be enhanced of what I already have by an intimate partner. I'm not talking about needing nurturing. Nurture yourself, yes, but sometimes it's really nice when you're in a say you've lost a close loved one. It's nice to have the nurturing of family members, of a loved one. But I don't depend upon that to where then a trust is broken if they don't fulfill it. Let's go a little bit deeper into intimacy, and let's bring up cheating. Let's bring up infidelity. That just downloaded into me. Infidelity is a tough one. It's a three-way street. Infidelity is not just a two-way street, it's a three-way street. It's myself, it's the partner, and it's the third party. I'll do a whole nother episode on that. Where did I not trust myself? Where did I not trust myself when I saw the signs? Where was I feeling insecure? Where was I pushing away? It's real talk here, folks. It's a three-way street. Trust can be built back again when we find out what were the needs that were not being met. And if it's a repeated behavior, then I trust myself enough and am confident within myself enough to say, not the relationship for me. So long. Bye-bye. Wasn't going to go there today, but boy, did I get downloaded with that one. So it's all about building in. Okay, here's what self-love or self-trust looks like. Awareness of your thoughts and feelings. Expressing yourself openly and honestly. Sticking to personal standards, ethics, and core values. How many of you know how much I talk about your core values? Those are just a few of the areas. How to develop this. Thank you, Mama. Mo, I love seeing you, honey. Okay, here's a way to develop self-trust. I went really off track. All right, I'm not going to go any further. Somebody needed to hear what I just had to say, or it wouldn't have been downloaded through me, because y'all know I download. Okay, give yourself space to feel your feelings. Come on, people. I talk so much about that. Stop pushing the feelings away. Stop eating the feelings away. Stop drinking the feelings away. Stop screwing the feelings away. Stop shopping the feelings away. Feel them. Here's one. Okay, download. Stop exercising the feelings away. Feel the feelings. Give your space. Give yourself space. I love you too, Connie. Give yourself space to feel the feelings. Let me tell you something, okay? Here we go. I am in my feelings every fucking day, okay? Every day. It's cleaning. Oh my God, Mama Mo. I get it. It's cleaning. So, my dear sweet Mo, I just want to bring up something for those of you on Facebook. Mo was live over on Instagram, and she just brought up something that reminded me I do want to address a portion of it. I'm talking about feeling the feelings. And Mo stated that it's cleaning for me. She cleans away, and she cleans away. That is not a negative or a not feeling. What we are actually doing in that is releasing toxins physically. Okay? She's getting them out. We do have to do physical movement to get the flow in our body so that the feelings don't stay stuck. However, if you're not addressing the feelings emotionally when you are cleaning, then you're avoiding. Does that make sense? Okay? I know Mo. I know she does it all. She does the mind, body, soul. She does what she needs to do to clean her body by cleaning, and then she'll address her feelings. And Mo, if that's not something that's true, you need to call me, girl. But I think I know you well enough to know, honey, you know how to address it. Absolutely. It's a whole mind-body thing. So For those that say exercising, it releases, I get that. I get that. Exercising is a great thing. I'm not here to down exercising. What I am saying is, I know people who focus just on the body. If my body is fit, I'll be fit. Not true. Not true. Space for the feelings. Feel the feels. Gotta feel those feels. Another one, and I already talked about this, create a positive relationship with your inner critic. I'm going to remove the word positive and I'm just going to say nurture. Nurture your relationship with your inner critic. One of the best gifts you can give your mind, body, soul is to nurture that relationship with the inner critic. It is there. It believes its purpose is there to save you and protect you. So when it comes up with bullshit in the ear, you need to talk to it. Mo and I were at at an event together where there was a lot of inner critic chatter going on, and some people were called on it. Can I just tell you, they were called on it, and they didn't like it. It's all right. Know your inner critic, know its purpose, love it, befriend it, make friends with it, have a conversation with it. One of the best ways I feel, and this is something I give my, oh, cool, Shirley. One of the tools or techniques, whatever you want to call it, assignments, I give some of my coaching clients is to really deal with building trust back in yourself, especially women who have gone through divorce. Two of them feel like a failure. I failed. I failed at being good enough in a relationship. I had to build my trust back up, to build back up my confidence. So what I did is I started writing about areas in my life that I was fearful over and did it anyhow. When you recognize something that you have gone through in your life that you were afraid of, but you did it anyhow, you faced the fear and you did it anyhow, maybe the first time you got on an airplane, I don't know, write about that. Because now I'm going to go into the true part of this. Being able to build my confidence and my self-esteem, which is trust. Being able to build that trust. It's my relationship with my higher self. Shirley, give me an amen on that one, honey. Because I know the faith and trust you have in your God. The God of your understanding. That is where we really learn. I do the possible, God will do the impossible. Right? Continue to build that trust, nurture that relationship. Redefine what success means to you. It's got nothing to do with your job. Not saying your job isn't what you see as success, but what do you see as success within you? What makes you a successful human being? That's your core value. Your integrity, your honesty, your trustworthiness. Visualize this as a success and then start to visualize yourself as that. That's where you learn trust. I don't care about you trusting other people or not trusting them. I'm not there to do that. I am here to help you trust you. You are your top priority. If you do not trust yourself in all avenues of life, it becomes even more challenging to trust others. Learn to listen, identify, cultivate, and become aware of your intuition. To me, intuition is my God. It's my higher self talking to me. I used to say, oh, I'll trust my intuition. Yeah, because I always did this stuff thinking it was my intuition when it wasn't. It was just Karen flying off the seat of her pants, being the vagabond, going, I still do that. I'm a risk taker. I am a risk taker because I have faith and I have trust that I will be led to where I need to be led to. I may make mistakes along the way. I'm okay with that because I'm not perfect. And it's my mistakes that have taught me how to listen deeper to my intuition and to have that conversation with God. I hope this has helped you today, and if not, please share it with people because I know that there is somebody out there that really needs to hear this because trust has been coming up. You ever decide to buy a car? Let's just say you're going to buy a Volkswagen. You're thinking, oh, I want to buy a Volkswagen. Every road you go down there is a Volkswagen, right? I know. Guess what? That's what happened with trust. It just kept coming up for me and coming up for me. Other part about trust, thank you, Mama Mo. Other part about trust I want you to also know, and now I just lost that, is just, oh, well, shoot. I had a really good thought and it went out the window. So, trust, trust, trust. Just trust. Trust you. Trust yourself. I am telling you, the deeper, the darker. Okay, sometimes darker, that came out. The deeper, the darker, the more work I do internally makes everything externally better for it. Oh, I know what it was. How you know you can trust? Every single one of you watching today, whether you are live with me right now or whether you are on replay, every single one of you have survived 100% of the worst days of your lives because you're here with me today. You will continue to survive. Build that trust. Please hit like, share this with your friends and family. I really appreciate it. And if this struck you and there was a chord in there of I really want to know more about this, oh, thank you, Mama Mo. I love you. Please private message me, DM me, let's connect. I know that there is power within you that is waiting to burst forth if you get out of your way, and I can help you do that. I love you all so much. I'll see you next Thursday, 10:30 a.m. live on Instagram and Facebook, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please also jump over to YouTube. I'm putting more things up there on my YouTube station, just Karen Drosnes, Drosnes. Lots more to be coming. Listen, stay true to who you are, as you have the power within you. Stay true to who you are. Namaste. I love you all dearly. Thanks for jumping in. Bye.